Hello, everybody. Welcome to our first, I would guess, off-location recording. I'm in Baldwin Park, and my buddy Toby over here is in Vietnam, apparently.
Apparently so. They're arguing right now,
What are they
talking
arguing
about like
about?
bamboo shoot
What are they arguing
and
about?
nutrients. Bamboo shoots and nutrients.
How's your day going?
It's okay. Didn't work, but I had things I had to do anyway, so that was work anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you had to work when you didn't have to work.
Right. So pretty much you're playing catch up. I think that's the one thing they didn't teach you in high school, knowing that, even if you're not in school or doing work, you're doing something.
Yeah, that's true, dude. Trust me, today was rough. I was working by myself for the most part, and oh god, I'm just tired. Tired for the day.
What happened?
Dude, freaking this morning I had like 10 orders come in. 9 orders, 10 pallets. None of them were paid for. I mean, not paid for. None of them were billed. And I sent an email like around 10 o'clock. I'm like, oh yeah, these will get billed later. And sure enough, they did get billed later. Exactly 1:30, an hour before my shift was over. And it's like, hey, they're good to move. And I was like, oh, so I had to move them to like 9 different locations. I was so annoyed.
So wait, are you expected to finish that all by yourself, or is that something that you could push or carry over to the other
No, I mean
team?
like the night crew can do it too, but I think you're like me. We don't want to leave stuff and be a burden for others, but at the same time, it's we can only do so much.
Just be honest, you don't trust them.
I don't want to say.
No, it's too nice. I wouldn't trust them either. I know it's kind of weird because like if you don't do it, they're gonna blame you for not doing something, even
No,
though
yeah,
they're
that's
supposed to
true.
take care of it.
That's true. You get blamed regardless, but uh, when we were driving here though, honestly, when you called me, we were just having a good laugh on the talking about in the car. Like what was it? The Nguyen Tran? No, not Nguyen Tran. Knock Tran and the Joy Oi boys.
The Joy Oi boys.
I see your dog. He just walked by.
Yeah, he's chill. He has his little corner.
Is he still pooping?
No, but my mom's telling me he's eating his poop, and then we're like, "Where did you learn that?"
Wait, he's eating his poop? Why are you letting him do that?
Mom's a lazy woman. Because then, like, okay, so you're supposed to walk your dog out there to take the poop.
Yeah.
She only opens the door. The guy goes out, does a little pee, and he takes extra time to like get some fresh air. Like I would assume like a prisoner coming out of his jail cell to like go outside. It's like, oh, this is freedom for whatever amount of time you got. So like the dog's just out there just walking around, and eventually he poops, and then my mom's like trying to get something to go, and the poop's gone, and she's like, where'd it go? And she looks at the dog, and the dog's looking at her. It's like, oh, you ate it.
Dude,
I know.
I got a stray cat outside, and I came home one day, and I'm walking on the grass because I see the cat. I'm like, what's he doing? There's a rat in his mouth that he's just gnawing on. Dude, he ate like 2/3 of its body. It was just open guts and everything. I was like, what the so nasty. Yeah, but I hated the cat, and then he's eating mice and rats. So I was like, you know what? You're doing the Lord's work. I'm gonna keep you.
Are they eating the that avocado tree or anything, or is that more of like a possum or
no?
squirrel?
That's the squirrels. Those little. That's another issue we're trying to take care of. But if he gets a squirrel, he's getting a purple heart because that squirrels are eating my avocados and stupid.
Oh my god! I remember. I don't know. It was like last or 2 years ago. I heard this cat outside. We had those outdoor cats, and for some reason they were a lot more louder. So like I creak open the door. For some reason I don't know why I creak over the door, and I saw like the mouse was right on the my gate door.
Yeah.
Like on the doorknob, and I saw it, and I was freaking out. So I told my mom, "Hey, there's a mouse there," and she wanted to open it wide open. I was like, "No." So she kind of creaked it open, and I was like, I'm gonna go from outside and then like open it so the rat will go out. So eventually I did. The mouse wasn't even trying to move. Eventually he was like scouting to see if the cat left, and then he ran off. Disgusting.
Fucking dude, I hate cats. I hate rats. I hate everything out there. I just love dogs, but I even know dogs can get annoying too. They're just little bastards. You know, how's your dog going about life?
I mean, other than him eating the poop, it's like it's annoying.
Yeah, I told you about Tony with his dog, right? When he tripped
Oh
over his
yeah,
dog, he got all mad. He picked him up by the harness. He was like, "I could end you right now."
I do the same. What are you doing?
What's he doing? Just he's just living. Look at him.
He's living his best life.
Damn, he got big.
Yeah, I know.
He literally looked like Dobby, like a little.
Yeah, rice and soy sauce. That's what it'll do for you.
Remember when we first saw him and I looked at you? I was like, "Hey, does he have downs?" And you were like, "I think so."
Dude, his eyes a little wonky. One's going this way, one's going the other way. It kind of reminds me of the you ever seen I don't know, Men in Black, the Java
Yeah,
aliens?
yeah.
Yeah, they kind of remind me of him. I don't know why.
The coffee aliens, like
Yeah.
those guys. Those fucking little weird dudes.
Fucking love it.
Oh, there he is.
Bobby. I don't love you.
Where's Ollie?
Again? Oh yeah, my mom's like, he ate this shit. I was like, again? He's like,
It
no.
means
in
you're
the
not
morning.
feeding him. His own poop is better than what you're feeding him.
No, I mean, no, it could be the opposite. Whatever we've been feeding him, it's so good that he wants to eat it again.
That's fucking disgusting.
I know, I don't know. He's a
That's
Vietnamese dog.
nasty. What kind of shit is that?
I don't know. It's weird.
So, for those who don't know, Toby here got to work at Anime Riverside, was it?
Mm-hmm.
How was that?
It was interesting. So I couldn't go on Friday. I was supposed to go with my I'll call it my friend
Yeah.
to go to Riverside to set up all that stuff. Didn't happen at my other job. And then went on Saturday, woke up at like 5:30 like a loser. Got there by like 7 o'clock. And I met John, got breakfast. We were like just chatting, I was trying to anticipate what exactly was gonna happen. And yeah, he seems super chill. Like someone's like, they're veterans. They don't think,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be a big deal.
Not their first rodeo.
Right. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I don't know what's going on. So I'm trying to be as best as possible. We go over there, we see like some people like already walking online, and then I'm just staring at them. They're staring at me. It's like, who's this mofo thinking he can cut in line? Now I wanted to flash the venom. Yeah, I got this bitch. But we go through the metal detector, and yeah, we got in there to the con, and I was just helping setting up. And then at the first 1 hour, it was okay. It wasn't anything like particularly crazy. But once it started flooding in, you started getting people who would like they would go like, oh my god, it's I don't give me a second. Bro, did you fart or did you shit? Motherfucker. Okay, so anyways, I don't know why.
Did he shit?
Mom, you don't smell that? Never mind. Anyways, freaking he we had these people like, what's the character from Demon Slayer? Tanjiro or whatever.
Dude, I am the worst when it comes to anime characters.
Forgive me, I get the name wrong. So, anyways, yeah, they're like, oh my god, look at that, he's so cute, and they're like all like going over there. Those are the cool people, but there, yeah, some of those like those homies were like, I don't know how to explain it. Like they're too cool to geek out, but they're with their homies and they can't pretend like, oh look, check it out, that's pretty cool, and they're all touching it, grabbing it with their little fingers, and then like, I'm over there looking at them with my hands. I was like, you want me to just grab it? Oh no, it's cool, and they'll grab it, their little grimy hands, and then it falls apart, and then I hear it that they dropped, and I'm looking at them, and they're like, oh, it was already like that. I'm like, no, wanted to go over like be an Asian parent, like, why did you do that?
Dude,
that's stupid.
Okay, so this is my gripe with some of those cosplayers, and again, I sound like a jackass, but some of them do not smell good. Oh god, dude, they have some rank body odor. I'm talking like it stings the nostrils bad.
How bad was it? Like, where did you go? Like,
so this was years back. This was when LA Comic Con was, or what it was called, Kamikaze. Remember, like it was the first year. This is when League of Legends was still still new, and if you went there, you could get a card for like their skins. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So, we get there. It's me and Jesse. We're there. We're trying to get the skins we can, and then we're walking. There was a lot of like League of Legends characters cosplaying and all that, and one of them was Darius, which was like this dude who has like a big old axe. He has a lot of heavy armor. He must have been in it for hours because his body odor rank horrible. Like people were like let's say like we're all walking like this. Like people were
Uh-huh.
walking around him, like he had a little zone like do not enter at your own risk sort of thing.
Right.
And I remember he stopped and we got a little too close and I smelled him and I started gagging like
Did he hear it?
oh dude, I cussed him out. I was
No way.
yeah, I cussed him out. I got mad. I was like, I'm gonna scream this, but I don't want to get this in the mic. It's like, fuck! God damn it, take a shower! I screamed it like that.
Oh,
I was so
no.
mad, dude. I was so mad because
What did he say? What did he do?
he was like, I'm Darius, and he kept walking. That's all he cared about. He was fucking Darius.
Why did he even like? It's like this is how he smells. This is the
Dude.
full experience.
Yeah, so I could smell my greatness.
Oh my god.
Look, it smells like 8 cans of ass. Dude, I swear to God, what I'm gonna do, you smell it again, huh?
No, he's doing some weird stuff. I could just see in the background. Doesn't think I could see, but I could
He
see.
wants you to love him, and you don't show him love.
Nah, it's not tough love kind of thing.
Tough love? How much tough love can you give before you get so sensitive love?
Nah, when I grow old and I'm like freaking, when I need help, it's like, oh, I always loved you. It's just, showed it
So when
from
you're
a
fucking
distance.
70 years old and you have arthritis,
Yeah.
and you have like arthritis all through your body, that's when you'll show love.
Yeah, yeah.
You're horrible.
That's what like Asian parents do. Like, that we were talking about with Ricky. It's like you only want to talk to me when you need something, but like when the kids are like Asian, like Asian kids are like you never. Why are you talking to me all of a sudden?
Yeah.
And the Asian parents will be like oh, I'm too busy because I'm working. If I bring you if the fact that you're eating on the dinner table means that I love you. I don't have to say it, kind of thing.
It's like I don't need to show you my love, but
Right.
you being alive in my house is enough love.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't need allowance. You got that. Why do I have to pay for anything else?
That literally sounds like Bravo's house.
Was it like that?
That was something like that. At least what he told me.
Oof.
But it made him stronger. Look at him.
Yeah.
Look
Definitely.
at you.
Hi,
It made you
Bravo.
stronger.
I'm bitter.
I'm bitter, but it made you strong to survive this world.
My parents did their best, I'll say.
And you
I
did
don't
your
know.
worst.
I was terrible.
So
I
was
was a horrible
I.
kid. Oh my god. I mean, like I remember my parents doing the best to take care of me, but like I always remember asking my mom and dad to get me like the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. You know those little flip
Yeah.
heads? The one that you click on it?
Yeah, I remember.
For some
those.
reason, I only got the pink and yellow Ranger. I could never get the black Ranger. I don't know why. I was like, I really liked them. Or any other Ranger. I could never get them. And they always came back with the same Ranger. So disappointing.
Wait, so you got how many pinks and yellows did you get?
I think like 2 or 3 times I got them, but I kept losing them. It was so miserable.
I'm sorry. I'm just imagining it, little Toby. Like 5 Rangers, 3 pinks, 2 yellows.
Yeah.
Why didn't
so
you just get a marker and change their colors?
I was too dumb. I would have done
It's
that.
like make the Black Rangers like Zach. Your hair is so long and shiny.
It was like team feminist. I don't know.
Team
It was
Sailor
just
Moon.
Team Sailor Moon. But yeah, I remember I was in kindergarten and there was this kid named what was his name? Michael. Jackass kid. I hate that kid. He had the Black Ranger, and I was like, "Dude, you want 2 pink Rangers? I'll just give me the Black Ranger." He's like, "No,
No, come on, dude. I bet you don't have the pink and yellow.
yeah." Oh my god, I was so miserable.
What was that deal you made? You told me a while back. It was the deal you were trying to get something from someone and be like, I'll give you my Medi-Cal card.
Yeah.
What? What was that deal?
Okay, so I was delivering at somewhere in Pasadena,
Yeah.
and there was this kid, and he had these Pokemon cards. He was just like flipping through his folder, and I was looking at. I was waiting for his parent to come out with a signature. So me and him were. I was watching him look through his cards, like, oh, dude, that's a Charizard. Oh, that's Rainbow Pikachu. Holy shit! And then I was like, I'll trade you my Medicare card for that Rainbow Pikachu. He's like, no, man, leave me alone. Nah, you don't want you.
You don't know what you're saying no to. You can go to any pharmacy.
You can go to any pharmacy, bro. You can get like Tylenol and only have to pay 85 cents. You know the power you can get with that?
Meanwhile, the little kid's looking, he's like, who's this fucking guy fucking with me?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, yeah, like Rainbow Pikachu, Rainbow like VMAX Charizard, shit like that. That was cool.
When I was a kid, I had my Pokemon cards. My dad was looking at them like, they're cool, but you got a first edition Jose Canseco card. It's a baseball player.
Oh my
He started
god.
laughing. Oh my god, I started laughing. I think he still has it somewhere. He has a couple of baseball cards. They're in some folders, but yeah, I just remember thinking it was like, dude, I had Gengar, I had Gyarados, I had Jose Canseco.
Actually, do people still collect baseball cards?
There's a couple. I mean, I'm gonna say yeah because they're still being made, obviously, but there's certain players like Rich was telling me there's I forget the baseball player's name, but they made two prints and the first one is kind of sought after because when he was taking his picture, he was like this, like a like that typical baseball
Yeah,
like
right, right.
smile, but no, he didn't realize on the bottom of his bat it said fuck face.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So when they did the first line of prints, you see him holding the bat that says fuck face on the bottom, and then they did a second line. Dude, they didn't even try to like properly, crop it out. Remember, this is the older card, so it's like, there's no Photoshop or nothing like that yet. But all they did was put a black square right over it. So there's just this big old black square, look like MS Paint quality.
Is that considered an error card, right? I guess, sort of.
No, because that's how the photo was taken. That's how. What's he doing?
I don't know. He's doing this. I don't know. He fucked up.
His punishment will come later.
Oh, it'll come later. I'm gonna give him pats in the heads.
What was it? No, but because it technically really wasn't a fuck up. It was just a card that nobody saw the cursing on there. It wasn't until they did the prints that they realized, oh shit, it says fuck face on there, and they're kids. They're tots. So they stopped the print, reprinted them, and instead of trying to make it look nice, they just put a black square right there, and they said, there you go. Good enough.
Are you gonna show the image of that in the video chat?
I'll put it somewhere around here. It'll just
I want to see that.
It'll be funny. Just see that guy like just fuck face. Oh my god! But no, I think an error card would be more like, like let's say like the card is off, certain like the frame's all messed up, like Pikachu's there, but then the frame's cutting through his head. It didn't look right, like print errors. I know those are sought after. Some of them.
Really?
Yeah, I mean a couple. I mean, depends too. Like, so back in the 80s, or late 70s, early 80s, they were trying to do like baseball style cards for wrestlers.
Okay.
They only made like 200 of them, and they're super sought after. But the problem is the quality of printing was not there at all. Like the names were all twinkle. Like it's a picture of Ric Flair like this, but then his name is like crooked like this. It's just going across. And then they're like, yeah, screw it, just pack them and sell them. They didn't care. So like I know like those are hard because everyone's like, well, we got to find the right print. It's like, how do you find the right print if it was not even printed correctly? Like they didn't even care. It was just like go go go. So I don't know. Like you were telling me about like when it comes to comics and all, I was like, oh, it's got to be pristine. Like it comes out of the printer, goes straight into plastic, and no one could ever look at it or breathe at it or smell it.
Yeah, I had a friend. I remember his name was Ruben. He told me he had a Batman New 52 #1. It was like one of the like 1 in 200 or something, and he thought it was a mint 10 out of 10, and then he found out it was like I think like a 9.2 or something. He was really bummed, but like just the fact that You know, I never knew how intricate it had to be. Like it had to be like the staples had to be intact. The pages could like
Yeah, it's like
look. You
every
know what I mean?
minuscule thing.
Yeah. The corners have to be perfect. All this stuff. I never knew how crazy it
It
was.
can't use Arial font. It's got to be Times New Roman. Some bullshit
I
like that.
know.
Fucking, I
It has
have
to be perfectly in the like the spacing had to be. I don't know. I don't get it.
spacing must be single paragraph.
Oh my god! It has to have a thesis right in front of it. It's not legible. It can't work.
It says Stan Lane. I can't.
Oh my god.
Fucking stupid. I have I think the comics I gave you, there's one in there. It's a Dodger comic.
Uh
It's all messed up, but so I don't. It's not really worth a lot of money. But all my friends or like the coworkers, they were saying like, yeah, if you're a Dodger fan, you have this one comic. It's like Mike Piazza fighting some evil doer. He's like, get the fuck off my field, and hits him with the bat.
Where'd you get it?
It was from Dodger Stadium. You go like when
No
I was a
way.
kid. I think it was like when I was 7. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
they gave him out, and everybody has him. It's like, yeah, the true hero was Mike Piazza. He beat the fuck out of that dude with a baseball. That's an American hero right there,
That's fucking.
dude. That's what I want to see. I want to see us like a hero. Like he's considered a superhero, but there's nothing super about him. He just uses extreme violence to get the job done.
Huh.
Almost like a Deadpool, but he can't afford the guns. So he goes like Home Depot and grabs what he can get. He goes, this
Like
2x4 is made of oak. It's gonna work.
he's like the best customer at Home Depot. It's like, oh, who are you fighting now? Oh, he's really tall, so I gotta get a big plank of wood to smack the shit out of.
Let me see that drill over there. It's on sale. Give me those bits.
Goes like in a fucking like on the weekdays and like in an afternoon when he's trying to like see what he can get on a discount or some shit.
But he takes Mondays off. He goes, even I have to have a day off. He's like, that's fucked up. He sees some poor woman getting mugged. He's like, help me, good sir. He goes, nah, it's Monday. Yeah, come back and get mugged on Tuesday. Maybe I'll see how I feel.
Or rather, let's say like he doesn't have the tool to do it. It's like I don't have anything. I gotta go.
He throws his shoe. Get the fuck away from her.
I tried. Imagine doesn't do anything. Oh, I tried. All right, I'm
Tried.
leaving.
Hey, when you're done, bring me back my shoe. Fucking
my
jackass of a hero. Oh my god, dude. No, because I like those for those it's not really the best word to use, but like, bootleg.
Mhm.
Just like these cheap ass heroes, like they'll just whatever's around them, they'll grab it and just start fighting you. I think that's just funny because like let's say like they're in a fist fight and he's losing. He goes, "Fuck, I can't beat this guy." And he's getting the shit kicked out of him. He grabs some dirt, throws it in his eyes, punches him in the face, bites his nose off, and he goes, "I'm the hero of this fight."
I don't have anything. Like if the news saw like the aftermath, he probably looked like he's the crazy guy.
He does. He's like, in his mind, he's the hero, but on 6 o'clock news, local crazy man runs wild and rampant again. It's all running around, fucking mooning the news guys like, fucking weirdo. Call that guy. He's like, I'm Captain America. It's like, nah, man. Your name's Santiago. You need to go to the hospital. Something's not right with you up there.
Do you remember a while back there was that one this guy was getting interviewed, he was defending somebody and he used a hatchet or something?
The Hatchet man, yeah, he's in prison.
Yeah, because he tried to kill somebody, right?
No, so he defended somebody the first time, and then the second time he actually killed somebody. He said that the guy lured him to the house and was trying to have butt sex with him, and he was like, nah. He gave him the old hatchet.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Well, I mean,
that
like,
guy killed somebody.
Well, it's probably a lot worse now because like now he's in prison. He's probably gonna get him or something.
No, man. No. He's like he's, he's like he probably has like a shiv, but he modified it so it could be a hatchet. He's like, this feels right.
Oh my god.
I don't know, that was stupid. That's fucked up. No, because I can just imagine him. He's in the house. And the dude's trying to seduce him. She gave him the old hatchet.
You know, I kind of wonder what did he do to get him to go into the house? Like, what do you think he said to him? Like, hey, I got I don't know.
I got
food.
Yeah, probably the guy looked homeless. So hey, you want a ham and cheese sandwich? I got plenty of them in here. He goes, oh boy, all I've had is bread and cheese sandwiches. Oh, fucking guy, man.
Oh my god.
Oh, hold on, I gotta get some tissues.
No, you're good.
Oh, I don't know. That was stupid. That was so dumb. Give him the old hatchet.
Do you think he was like camping or something? Like he goes to the woods and camps. That's why he has a hatchet. Because like I can't imagine anyone just having a hatchet on them unless.
I mean, Chris had a staff when he used to work. So.
No, it's the bow staff that he had.
The bow staff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cha-cha.
I don't know. I can imagine him being like the Star Wars kid. He's like,
I'm cool. Meanwhile, we're just standing there like, bro, come on, I wanna go home. Hurry up, clean up the studio.
You wanna see me use my moves?
And like in his head, he's hearing like that raid me like. Meanwhile, we're just standing there like, who's this asshole?
Oh my god.
Fucking bow staff. Dude, you reminded me about this. Just reminded me about Chris in the studio. All right, what was some funny moments for you back at like FD when we were working there?
Involving Chris, or what do you mean?
No, it doesn't have to involve Chris, but like it could be anything.
I think recently for me it was the freaking the guy who. So I was at the studio. Oh no, in the front office doing emails, and this guy like opens the door and he's like, "Yo, your light's broken." I'm like, "Oh, okay." It's the the ones that the two video lights in Olympic 2. You know how some of them is a little janky, so you have to like wiggle it around.
You mean the fucking knobs and buttons don't work correctly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's what I thought. So I go to one of them. It's the whole light's all dark. So so I'm just like, I grab the AC cable from the end, and I'm like following it, and it heads towards the cart, and I'm like noticing that it's plugged into the power strip, and then the power strip, the other end wasn't even plugged; it was plugged into itself. So I'm like looking at it, and I was looking at him, and I was like, "Bro, you didn't even plug it in." Oh well, it was already like that. Trying to make it like he didn't, like he wasn't his fault. Like, okay, whatever. So I just plugged it in. Really stupid.
What a jackass! No, I forgot. What did somebody do? Oh, I think you showed me a picture of it, but I seen it too in person. They put the umbrella backwards, the parabolic umbrella.
Yeah.
So the light's going this way, and the umbrella's going that way. It's like, hey. No, the umbrella's going this way, but they put it this way, but it's looking that way. I was like, man, I was like, I want to see these photos. I'm curious to see how these came out.
It's bouncing the air back into the light, so that way, I don't even know the logic in that.
Dude, oh god, I remember when we were both at Olympic, and we had to deal with clients in the summer for Olympic 5. The fucking headaches for that room, and we would tell them. Do not book this room in the summer. It is going to be extremely hot. Oh no, yes. We'll be fine. We're used to extreme conditions. Okay. And they go in there. It's goddamn 115 in there. And they're like, yo, bro, it's way too hot, man. We weren't warned. It's like, you fucking idiot. I told you over the phone. You literally came here and I said, walk in here. Feel the heat. Feel Satan's butthole. This is it. They don't listen.
I think that's the most stupidest thing. Is just the fact that you do all this warning, so that way you don't have to deal with it the day of.
Yeah.
If you're the one that had to deal with them the day of, and like then
Only
they
for you to
complained
deal
about
with
the
it.
very thing that you tell them. You remember that? I think it was like your last month or last week. That client I had called you about. You were home. The one about the ambient noise.
Oh,
Remember the
that
director?
jackass. Yeah.
Oh my god! So the guy, it wasn't even the director who booked it. It was his
DP?
I think it was his
Producer?
I think it was his DP. I don't know. And yeah, I talked to him twice, and I sent him an email, and then said, hey, are you sure this is gonna be okay? The whole
Yeah.
video thing. He's like, yeah, it should be no problem. And then the day of, I asked him again, knowing that I already asked him. I was like, hey, are you sure about this whole video situation? He's like, oh no one ever told me about it. I'm like, okay, sure. So
Yeah.
are you okay with it? And he's like, yeah, it should be a problem. And then the director came in, making me look like a jackass, like telling him like, yeah, the whole ambient noise. Like, what are you talking about, ambient noise? And then, I looked up the definition about like ambient noise. Basically, whatever environment you're in, that's the ambient noise that comes with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking guy, dude. Oh, I hope he gets cancer. I don't give a shit. I'm saying that out loud.
I remember getting cussed out by that one client from remember when they destroyed Olympic 5? They destroyed Olympic. Yeah, she called. I forgot her. I don't want to say her name either.
The one that starts with an A, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, she cussed me out, dude. And I was still employed. If I was not employed, I'd be like, you fucking bitch. I hope you die. I want to be there so I can pee on your grave. Hate you. And she had the gall, dude. She had the gall, the nerve to say, I cleaned the studio. Fucking liar. You lie? I was there. You were there. Mo was there. 3 of us. 3 hours it took to clean that place. Oh my god. If she is blacklisted from every studio, that just shows you right there. And she wanted to bring 20 people and everything.
It blows my mind that I don't know whether or not it's actually them or their PAs that were supposed to clean it. Because I remember I had this client, his name was whatever. His name was great photographer.
Yeah.
Had a big production, and I was making sure everything was good. I had to paint the black cyc wall. I had to make sure we had this and that. I was always letting him know, because again, I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
And one thing to note, you know how the black cyc wall, the floor is kind of beat up?
Yeah.
It's gotten only worse. Yeah. So he wanted to bring a black tarp, and then he said, oh, can we get a discount? I already talked to the management. And they're like, no, we already gave you a free, no charge on the repaid, yada, yada. So you're like, okay. So eventually, he does his shoot, he leaves, and then like the place is a mess. It just doesn't look good.
Right.
And Eric, the guy who was on the PM shift, he ended up giving him a fee for the extra time, an extra $50 for the cleaning fee, and some other stuff. And he basically said, oh, well, why is there a cleaning fee? I had my production team come in there and clean up. And they're like, no. And I don't know why I didn't send the pictures, but Eric sent the pictures to Anna and showed her the whole thing. And she's like, yeah, we're going to charge him. So I don't know. Is it really to blame them, or is it really the client? The client?
You know what sucks though? It's when you sign that contract, you are legally liable. It's your name.
Yeah, and it makes sense, because like once you kind of leave.
Yeah, remember, whatever happens there, your name's on the booking. You're the one. It's fucked up, because you and me could be the laziest PAs on the planet, and we don't do nothing, and he leaves thinking you are going to clean it up, and in reality, that wasn't the case. But at the end of the day, you signed the contract. You're taking full responsibility.
We all know they don't read it. It doesn't.
No, reading's hard.
Reading's hard.
They're like,
Yeah.
this is how I imagine when they saw the agreement form. They're like, and then sign, and then
It's what's the acronym? TLDR. Too long, didn't read. I'm not gonna.
remember that one guy when Tim told us that he goes, "Hey man, you need to verbally tell us. Some of us don't read this thing." And Tim looked at him like, "Then why are you citing something you don't read?" And that I can just
remember
imagine that mouth breathing. Going,
I remember. I think the client just kind of looked at him and told him like, "Shut the fuck up! You're not here to speak for my behalf." Because he's not a. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh
my
my
God, these clients.
You gotta love them. That's why I thoroughly enjoyed watching them get hurt.
You mean the one where that lady fell down when she was slipping on?
You know what? It's like she was really nice too. I don't want to be mean to her, but that Looney Tunes slip was great. Oh, they're turning on the heater. It's shower time over here.
Do you remember that client? I think he was in Olympic 5, and then I remember I was there hanging out with you, and he was kind of giving us like a little bit. He was kind of problematic because he didn't leave on time, and he wanted to extend. But I remember you wanted to leave.
I'm trying to remember him.
At the end, remember we had closed the gate, and he had to, hey, can I go pee? And you're like, no, we're done.
Yes, I remember him. Remember that other guy, the hip hop video, and he was like, "Hey man, you can leave. You can have all the food and drinks." Like, "Oh yeah, sure." He goes, "Yeah, man." He's like, "I had a great." Remember, I was like, "You gotta go. It's already." He's like, "I just need 15 more minutes." Like, bro, I gave you 30 minutes. You're already over. And we ended up just blacklisting him.
What's that again?
I forgot his name, but you know who I'm talking about because you remember he gave us all the Sprites and the Cokes, thinking that was gonna square the deal. It was like, yeah, bro, that ain't that. I'm taking this, but that ain't squaring the deal.
I remember I was working at Pro. There was a stupid client. Remember I told you the story where he was doing like a mixer kind of thing, and he had his own like taco guy.
Yes.
And he wanted to extend an hour, and he came from Texas because he gave me the ID. You remember?
Yeah, I think that ID's still there.
The ID was still there, and he didn't. I guess he didn't anticipate how much it was gonna be, so he owed an hour, and he says like, "Well, when I come back, when I'm in the up and up, I'll pay you back." I'm like, that is the most ghetto thing to say. If you couldn't afford it, shouldn't have done it. So stupid.
And he left his ID.
I
think last time I checked, his account still has that money. Like, yeah, you still owe us.
Yeah.
Fun times. You remember driving the Astro van for that company?
Yes, there were great times.
Fucking car. We get on the freeway. No, the suspension is shit.
Didn't you and Chris? You were all way too forward or something with the backdrops.
Dude, it was like over like 97 backdrops loaded in the Astro. If anyone knows what an Astro van is, it's big, but it's not meant to be loaded for freaking backdrops. 9
it's
foot
like
long backdrops.
Like a family van?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Nothing. I don't even know how we got.
Dude, that thing was filled to the brim. Chris, like where the center is where our arms are supposed to rest. Chris's arm is like this with backdrops. He can't even see me. That's how like forward they were. And Chris is driving like this as I saw him, and he goes, "All right, Jason, you're gonna meet my right rear view mirror. You tell me when I can turn." I was like, "Okay." So he's driving like this, like a trucker. And his arms resting up here like a jackass. And we're driving, and I'm like, "Chris, there's a pothole." Dude, the tires were flat. They were rolling straight like that. It was so bad.
Oh my God.
So bad. And I told Chris, once we got done with, because the hardest ones were always Main and Olympic and Main, Pro, and Art. Those were always the most difficult ones to drop off backdrops.
God, fucking Art was such a pain in the ass because like there really wasn't anywhere you could load. Or if you did try to load, where you got the spot, the people who were there, the businesses kind of gave you shit.
Yeah.
I hated it. It's like, there's a reason why it's there.
The load zones were constantly taken by the taco people, the taco trucks.
Yes, you know they're not there anymore.
They got kicked out?
No, they moved to they have their own business somewhere. I think they're still in California though.
Dude, no lie though. It's getting expensive down there on Santiago.
What do you mean?
I mean, just parking and everything. Like, how is anyone making money down there?
Um, they had the audacity to charge about 15 at the minimum, $20, $10 if you're willing to walk a little bit more. But you know
Yeah.
how it is. Did you hear about that? These couple homeless stabbed a guy
Yeah.
on Wall,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Where we used to park.
yeah, the guy who was from on Los Angeles and
Yeah.
moved to that one. I think it's that particular one. That's insane.
Dude, you know how much they were charging over there near Art?
How much?
$30.
Are you serious?
It's $30 to park right over there in that little alley right near Art location.
That's like event parking. That's
Yeah.
insane. I don't get it.
Dude, Brandon bit the bullet and did it twice, back to back. I'm like, bro, you spent $60 for 2 days. And that's when Art wasn't even getting like the bookings.
You know, I hate it. The fact that, you know, we always bit the bullet. The first hour, how much were we getting paid initially? Was it 11 or 12?
It was $11. So we only made $1 on the first hour.
Yeah, we were literally never got compensated. We had to go in and like, did you ever get a refund with your taxes with the
No, because business expensive is not taxable anymore.
Mm.
And I saved up, and I was so mad. I was so mad, dude. I saved every ticket only for my tax guy to say like, yeah, no, these don't qualify no more. I was pissed.
I think, did you see John's Instagram? He had like all the tickets, and he said apparently he spent like $2,000 alone on parking. I was like, goddamn, that's crazy.
Has John already been there for a year?
I think so. Yeah.
Dude.
I'm happy for him. He's about to leave.
God, how much did we spend?
Has to be over. But then parking wasn't as expensive. I think we were spending what, $15 at the most at the time, which was a lot.
No, so weekends was 15 because the guy over there in Los Angeles used to be $6. Used to be.
And I think we were spending like the one on the alley was about $10 on a regular. Yeah, but then I remember we would walk down up to that one place with the on ramp. It was about
$6.
No, $6.
Well, it was $7 for regular people, but because we were no, it was $7 for customers, but because we were regulars working around there, he gave us a discount for $6 to $5, and we still thought that was expensive.
Dude, he always looked so stressed out. Like you would leave the key, and then he would try to Tetris this. Like, all right, want to move over here? You're gonna go over there, and
yeah.
Oh my God,
and they'd be like, "What time are you coming back?" I'm like, I get off at 3:30. Okay, I see you at 3:30. Show up a few minutes. Well, what are you? I was like, bro, I had to walk over here. I got off the clock at 3:30. That told me I'm gonna be here at 3:30. So I would just tell him, hey, I'm gonna be here at 4. And you go, okay. And I get there a little early, and he goes, "You're already here. You said 4." And I'm like, "I'm here. Better to be late. Better to be early than late." And
right.
He's like, yeah. Now at the other location, he looks much more relaxed.
Does he?
Well, I mean, last time I checked, it's been a minute.
God,
that poor guy. That dude had to freaking park trucks in that narrow ass parking lot up there. It's still closed, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow people are able to get in and do their graffiti or show their art, but
yeah, but
I missed that place.
Yeah, that I don't think anybody wants to rent it out. It's not worth it, especially the amount of money that they're charging down there, dude. It's like I said, I don't know how anyone's making a profit down there. It's so expensive.
I don't even know how anyone does business there. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how the photo studio business is working well. What was it? Rose closed, Concrete closed. Yeah. FD's the only one that I can think of.
Apex is still there, isn't it?
Which one?
Apex Studios?
I think so. I've heard. Was it you or who? Someone told me that they kind of do that whole on location, so they'll bring their equipment to you or something like that, or
some shit like that.
I don't know how that works.
I know there's a couple of studios near the Bendex building that are, I guess, I don't know if they're privately owned or anything, but they've rented out to some porn companies.
You know what's funny? I remember I was doing a one of those group shoots.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the TGS.
Yeah.
And it was one of those events. So the first half and the second half, unless you pay for both. And for the first half, so we went to this apartment or like a private housing, and then we were starting to like look around and all that stuff, and I kept looking. I was like, why does this place look so familiar? I don't know why. And then like I sat on the couch and I was looking at it, and I was like, huh. So it was
I've
like
seen this
one of the,
couch.
I've seen this couch before, and then it was from a porn shoot, and then I was looking at it, I was like, oh, it's a POV.
there was
That was
a
disgusting.
there was a shoot with it was supposed to be like a ballet thing, and I'm looking at the video. I'm like, why does this location look familiar? I see the Bendix building behind. I was like, no. And so when the day I went back to art, I was looking out the window. I was like, there's the room. I can see the room.
Ooh.
It was there. That's nasty. You could see where they were banging. I know too, there was a porn star who did a photo shoot at Concrete, and then you can find the video to that shoot, and man, oh man, it was slippery at the end of that video.
Ugh. God, you remember that one time? Wait, was it Concrete that we walked to that time?
That
Remember?
was Concrete. That was Concrete.
Jesus Christ, what street was that?
That was Concrete. Was off of.
Was this 7th?
It was 7th.
No,
we made a right on
6th.
Central, wasn't it? No, not Central.
It was right next to that.
No, that's Lavish. Lavish is next.
There's that one weird restaurant, Hoffman's. You remember?
Yeah. No, it was 7th. It was 7th because we walked down, we passed the main because you told me this is past Main, and then we made a right on 7th. And god damn, dude, god damn,
that was scary. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be okay. Oh no.
Then when we were leaving, we asked Peter, "Hey, can you give us a ride back?" Like, fuck this place.
Well, thank God for him. God, but I remember just going up there and like seeing the studios or their competition, and then like, God, it was nasty. Restroom was dirty. The rooms were like, and then like going up to the rooftop. I think you saw this. You found the syringe, right? And I was like, what the hell is that? It's disgusting.
It's beautiful. That's why I told. Remember when we went to Anime Expo that one time? I told my cousin, "Why do you want to go to the zoo? We could bring you to LA, real animals." Look at that guy right there. He's all like that.
Oh my god.
I do miss it. I do miss going around there and just, dude. I remember the fun we would have when we take the company van, the better van, the white van, and go to the heights.
Those are good times.
They were good times. To be like, hey, we'll do backdrop runs. After we're done. All right, let's go to the heights. And when we just lie about our hours, and Natalia would be like, man, you guys take a while. I was like, you gotta understand, Natalia, this is traffic. So much traffic.
You remember that one time I got you to help me with picking up that it was it a Venetian chair or like that?
Yes.
We went all the way to
where the hell did we go?
What was that city?
That was because we went to the bookstore afterwards.
Yeah, the last bookstore.
Not the last bookstore. We went
La Cañada?
La Cañada.
Fridge.
La Cañada.
Yeah.
Dude, it was nice over there.
Yeah, it was nice.
And then we drove out of there, and we came back to the rat hole at Olympic.
Oh my god!
I was like, oh, it's like night and day.
And the furniture stayed in that car for another good week or a week and a half. I remember. Jesus Christ, I think it was such a slow burn of a.
Was that in Olympic 1? Is that in Loft 1?
I think it was Loft 1 or Loft 3. Loft 2 is not really anything. Yeah. So.
Did they do anything with Loft 2 after I left or no?
They had this weird you know, you ever seen those ones where they have these little like translucent strings and they kind of like tie something on it and then like they did that. I don't know why they did that.
So
and then on the other side
it was just bullshit.
Yeah, it was. I don't get it. So yeah, they built that, and then they still have that weird living room with the carpet and 2 cases. And I remember someone said that they were gonna build a the whole thing was gonna be a big closet with clothing and stuff. Yeah. Like that's like clothes is not gonna get stolen or something. But yeah, they wanted to do that. I thought that was an atrocious idea, but you know, what do I know? So
I remember that artist, I think it was, came, he took a family photo with his baby mama and his current girlfriend. I was like, whatever. Let's have that framed up.
So wait, Was the baby mama late or something, or what? How did that go again?
No, somebody in his family was like, they said, "Oh, we're 10 minutes away."
Uh huh.
They said that as their plane from LAX was landing, and they were gonna come from LAX to Olympic in
Uh
10
huh.
minutes. Just know I might have to bleep these names because for legal reasons we'll probably get in trouble. But
That's
uh
totally fine.
yeah. So that when they told me that, I was like, "There's no way." And keep in mind too, their shoot was at 4 o'clock,
Mhm.
and that chick was just landing at LAX. So I was like, "Yeah, she couldn't get in there. Her shoot was going till 6." I go, "That's the exact time she's going to begin here."
Mhm. That's what time she got here too.
Yeah, she got there at like 6:15.
Did they try to extend, or was there someone
Oh
behind
no, they
them?
were trying to extend. The guy was like trying to talk to like his producer and everybody were trying to extend and everything. And I told them, and he was talking to the next client who was like, "He's like, guys, I need to shoot." And so I looked at him and I said, "If you're not out of here in the next 5 minutes, I'm blacklisting you from the studio and all your production people and everything, and you're gonna owe me about $500 for going over because now you're trying to bribe my other client." And he was like, "Oh," and then they finally got out. And then when she did arrive, they took like one photo real quick. And then the mom and her got into a fist fight.
A legit fist fight?
Well, like they were pushing. That's what I should say that they were. I take that back. Not a fist fight, but it got physical because they were putting hands on each other. And then I was more concerned, like, because everyone was like, "Aren't you gonna go stop them?" I'm like, no. What the fuck? Give a shit about you people?
God, you remember that one time a while back? I came to visit you, and there was that guy who was kind of drunk.
Yes.
And across the street there was some kind of weird like.
There was a raid, I think, was going on. They were raiding somebody.
Yeah, and then the guy was going up from the trash can to look at it, even though his two PAs were like out there, like, "Yo,
no,
look what's
those 3 guys were his dancers."
Oh, really? But yeah, they were the worst ones though. You gotta admit,
they were out there, and I was like, "I'm gonna close this gate. You guys gonna get shot."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Anybody who doesn't want to get shot?" And so I closed it, and apparently that guy who was on top was already causing problems way before they got there, because they went to a number of locations. So when he got there, he was already drunk because he had been drinking that whole time, and that's when they finally exploded. And you and me were like, "Whoa, why are we fighting?" Like you and me were just thrown in that one.
Was he the only one? Because he seemed okay. I didn't hate him, but then the other guy was the one, the client that day. He wasn't the worst one. He was the other guy, right?
It was his friend who was just there. It was like his entourage.
His entourage were pretty bad. I didn't think he was that bad though. The drunk guy, he was okay. I didn't hate him.
So I think so. That's the thing. From what I understood, the big heavy guys and all them, they were the producers and the creative people. Then you had the 3 male dancers. They were just being stupid. Then you had the drunk guy. He was one of his best friends, or was friends. Then it was the artist, and then like a couple of other crew members. As far as I remember, everybody in the crew was fine. The drunk guy wasn't that bad either. I just told everybody, "Hey, just get behind the gate, because I don't know if there's gonna be a shooting." Because again, they were raiding the apartments next door. We don't know what's gonna happen. And then that's when they got all pissed off at him because he was climbing over the fence like a monkey.
Yeah, I feel like they were just out to get him too. I mean, I don't know what he was doing at the other locations, but like they already had their red alarms on him, and then not seeing that those 3 dancers were the worst ones opening a gate. I think they were recording too. There was
I remember there was another shoot where these young girls, confident in their bodies, decided to go outside and shake their thing and get in the camera in the middle of everybody. And I told them, if I were you ladies, I would do this inside the studio in private. Don't do it outside. You're going to attract some unwanted attention. They didn't listen. Kept doing it. Kept shaking their butts, twerking, dancing, everything. All the guys were hollering noise. And sure enough, here comes some weirdo down the street. "Yo, where's the party? I'm gonna come back with my boys. We're gonna have a good time." Dude, we could clearly tell like he's just a fucking deadbeat. He
Mhm.
drives off on his little moped bike. They all come running and scared, and they tell me, "Can you please close the gate?" This guy came up, and I looked at them. I said, "No, I'm not gonna close the gate. I told you don't do that outside. You didn't listen. I gotta leave this gate open for my other clients because I have people coming and going all day." And so I said, "What does he look like?" And he goes, "Well, he looked kind of weird." I was like, "That's a great description. I'll keep an eye out for that guy."
Did he come back?
He did come back later that night. And I said, "Sorry, man, party's over." He goes, "No." He got all sad and he drove away.
Fucking idiots, man! I swear to God.
Yeah. And I love when everyone say, like, "You gotta close the gate." I'm like, "No, I'm not closing the gate." I loved it too when people from like Atlanta would come down like, I had beef down here. It's like, with who? Who do you know in Boyle Heights? That's what I want to know.
God, I remember this one time. I think they were some kind of rap thing, and they had like all these I don't know, up and coming rappers or people who were trying to get their name out there. They were coming in to do like a small private video shoot. And then I remember there was this big heavy set guy who I guess he was like from the hood or something. And I told him, hey, you might want to be careful because like that's like the project's right across the street. And he was laughing. He's like, the projects? That? And I was like, yeah. And he made it seem like they were like small time. I was like, well, I dare you to go across the street and say whatever you want to say. I bet you ain't gonna come out there not with a bloody nose or something. Such an idiot.
It's funny, dude. They act tough until the hood guys come out, and then everybody like their buttholes puckered up.
I remember you told me there was a story where they were acting gangster and they asked you to close the gate though, right?
Yeah, they were acting all hard and everything. He's like, "Hey, man, so when are you gonna close the gate?" I go, "I'm not." And they go, "Well, we need the gate closed. Our artist doesn't feel comfortable." And I'm like, I can't. Like, I gotta leave it open because people are coming in and out. If I close it, how are you guys gonna come into my office to use the bathroom? And then they all were like, then never. I was like, "Yeah, you guys didn't think this through."
Did I you remember that story I think I told a while back? It was these you remember that weird time where they were trying to build that pool and they had blocked part of the that sidewalk next to the to our building?
Sidewalk. Like
Our sidewalk, you know, where we park our cars on the sidewalk.
yes.
And then there's these three guys for some reason. They parked their car right on the sidewalk next to the gate, like on the sidewalk.
Yes, I remember that.
And then I had took a picture of it, and then I think I just posted a story saying like, look at these three guys doing that. And so I remember they parked there, and I told them, hey, you can't park here. And they're like, says who? And I was like, it's a sidewalk. Why would you park here? And he pointed, well, the construction worker said that it was okay. I was like looking at him. I was like, let me go talk to him. I'll see what's up. So I asked, I was like, hey, did you really give these permissions for them to park there? He's like, no, they didn't even talk to me. So I was like, okay. So at that point, I was like, try asking him again. They wouldn't listen. And I just basically called City Hall. So eventually a guy comes in, like maybe like an hour later. Go over there. He starts like jotting down, and I don't know, by some divine intervention, they started walking out of the gate. I think they were doing a smoke break or something, and they started seeing like they were getting a ticket, and the guy was like, "Yo," looking, "Yo," and he starts running to the car, gets out, and then the guy was like, "It doesn't matter. I already have your plates. It doesn't matter." And then he started driving off. And one of them was already getting kind of written. The guy was trying to tell him, dude, no. We had permission, all this stuff. And then the guy was like, no, never talked to him. And even then, you can't do that. So I was like, oh, it's not my fault. They told me I had permission. He's like, no, it doesn't matter. Give me a ticket.
I love it. Like, yeah, this guy who doesn't. First of all, who parks on a sidewalk?
Fuck boys, Chaz. I don't know. They're stupid shit. So stupid. He was legitimately one of them. Like had that backwards hat. All this stuff, and
he's
like
a dumb shit.
Fucking Air Force Ones, like he owned the place. It was really stupid. So that's not the funny part. So eventually they park, they leave. The guy was like, doesn't matter, I got their ticket. I mean, I got their information. Doesn't mean anything. They could run away. So I'm walking to another location. I look at them, not saying that I did, and I was like, oh, did you guys are you guys good? It's like, yeah, we're all good. And one of the guys who's the last one there is like, oh, don't worry, guys. I kept them from getting your information. I was the one who took the blow for you guys. I was like, fucking rolling my eyes because I forgot to add because he was basically like snitching on them. It's like, oh, it's their idea. You should give them a ticket, not me.
Were they
Fucking
youngsters?
stupid. I felt like they were probably like, well, they were definitely taller than me, so it's hard to say if they were younger or older, but more than likely,
They were
I think they were
stupider.
little. They were stupider. They cocky motherfuckers. You know, once you get into the law, that's when they act like bitches. Fucking dumb.
Like, yo.
It was funny. I was laughing. And then later on, they tried to book maybe next year, and I told them, yo. So I remember you from that one booking where you parked on the sidewalk. We have a fee for you, and he paid it no problem. Like it wasn't even a big deal at all. So,
Yeah.
whatever. I don't care.
It's so nice I don't have to deal with those people anymore.
Yeah.
Imagine if we're still there another year.
I would, I kind of imagine if we were still there. I mean, like, when you left and I was still there, you knew I was already dealing with, like, some stupid people and how the company was kind of going low with all their weird micromanaging and fucking, whatever they were doing.
The unnecessary changes.
Right. And then it was funny because, like, a lot of the clients were getting alienated and, like, they didn't feel like, why are they doing this? Like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
I don't want the company.
I always loved it too when clients get mad at us. Like, what do you want from me?
Yeah, that's I try to talk to them like eye to eye about it. It's like, hey, I didn't build the company. I'm not making these rules. All I could tell you is if you have any problems, send it to management. I'll make sure to speak partly on your behalf and let you know and all this stuff. Like, oh yeah, thanks, I appreciate that. That's when I don't have problems. But if I try to fight them, which kind of happened. Like argumentally, you argue with them about certain rules. I remember, but after a while, you stop caring. I stopped caring.
Yeah, at that point, we were just meat husk. We're like, whatever, I don't care.
Whatever, you could do whatever you want. I don't care.
So you can blow this place up. Just do it when I'm not here.
Right.
All right, man. I think this is a good spot to stop.
Till next time.
Yeah, until next time. You guys have a good one. Thank you for joining us.
Later, guys.
Later.